I honestly never thought I was gonna return to this game like ever. But when I heard about SiegeX, the improvements they're making, free to play, introducing a ton of new players, I was like, it feels like the perfect time to jump back in. Never really uploaded, Siege like ever on the channel, but definitely want to add it into the rotation. It's just like I missed out on like dozens of different meta shifts, so I'm gonna have to learn as I go. And definitely in the comments, if you guys are high level players, definitely give me some advice. But like, I don't even know the main ops, the main people that are being used. It's just a lot of stuff I need to catch up on, which I will as time goes on. But this is a gameplay I captured from Chalet, which the graphics look really great. I really love, like, you can see a lot of the reflections inside. The audio is a little bit weird to me still. I'm still getting used to it. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But the audio sometimes is misleading on where it's coming from. So I'm just testing out hi-fi and night mode. I heard, people use two different ones. It's either hi-fi or night mode. So I just got to see which one works best for my headset or works best for me. So far, we're going to place this drone right here because I feel like I want to come through the bottom right here. So I'll just leave that instead of wasting my drone because we already know where the objective is at. It pretty much shows us automatically. So we're just going to leave the drone there. And so for when we get the entry. I'm also playing with my friend Jaden too. So it's pretty fun hopping back into some Siege though. And there's one of the new introductions of the environmental changes that they made with the maps, as far as when they added like gas lines where you could shoot them and they explode, or they spill fire on the floor to obviously prevent attackers from moving forward, or vice versa, depending on who has the advantage or who's next to it. And also fire extinguishers, which will work as like a smoke grenade, which I think is pretty cool. Those are some cool elements. I had a feeling they were going to do stuff like that when I saw the trailer for SiegeX. Yeah, look at that nasty pixel peek right there. So now I tried peeking it, but couldn't get the headshot. So I'm not really going to force that engagement at all because I will get my head taken off. I'm pretty sure that is smoke. So the SMG 11 will definitely take my head off. Watch out for a grenade right there. Still trying to see his smokes right there. But we're able to drop him right there. Finish him off with the pistol. Yeah, but SiegeX has been really fun though for me. I probably played about a few games, getting back into it. So after a few games, I had this really good gameplay. So I mean, ranked can come in the future, but I'm in the learning stages right now. Like I got friends that are like never exceeded copper, so I can't really just bring them to rank. That wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. I didn't pull out the Gumans. Hopefully, I was hoping somebody would, challenge me, but nobody challenged me, which is smart though. I thought that Legion was gonna pop out. Maybe I can get a frag or something, but he did not pop out. So smart player. But yeah, ranked 1.0. I was around the plat 1, plat 2. And I had like a 1.3, 1.4 KD for ranked. So I was pretty high level there. But my weaknesses were probably my attacking. I wasn't comfortable attacking aggressively and wasn't comfortable attacking. So that's something I'm going to definitely focus on moving forward. Maybe move with a teammate or, something. Just watch more videos on it and, let the ego aside and try to learn from a lot of these great pro level players or even just these great ranked players. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What you guys think about SiegeX. So far I'm loving SiegeX. It's really fun. It's refreshing. Brought a lot of my friends together to come play the game again. So once I help my friends get better and I'm learning the game myself as well as I go. Like not like the game itself, but like the meta. Meta usually changes a lot. Like I think the last time I was here, Ash's R4C wasn't even like good because it had no ACOG. It had a shit ton of recoil. And now it has ACOG again. The recoil is better. It's just a lot of things like that change up. So we living and learning, but definitely any tips you guys can give me in the comments down below would be perfect. I'm still going to plant my drone. I'm practicing this too because if we already know where objective is at, I might as well plant a drone somewhere where I'm gonna enter at the very least. So, you know, we can have both drones. That was a bad habit of mine. I used to just like roam around with it too much, and it used to get destroyed a decent amount. Maybe not in ranked when I was playing ranked, but I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I think he was throwing down some barbed wire, but we got bandit right here. This is my friend Jaden, so I'm telling him to just give me some call outs. I'm teaching him how to use the shield a little bit, you know, because he could kind of just ping them and just give me comms. We're going to break this down so you get a full view of the room. Also, if you see me look into certain spots, I'm not used to the remake of the map. I think they redid this map since last time I played. Hey, look at that flick, though. I know I shot my teammate a little bit, bro. My fault, Jaden, but, like, damn. I wasn't expecting him to swing like that, but he swung us and we got him. There's a guy in the corner, so I was just telling him to, you know, ping him. And I was going to tell him to jump in the room to add some pressure, because I'm not sure if that defender knows that there's two people at this window. So if he jumps in with the shield, he might think he's all alone, and then I could jump in, catch him off guard, smoke him. Just like that. Just that little distraction right there. Perfect play right there. We end up smoking him right there. Alright, let's see. Thank God he didn't swing me again, because my health was really low. Checking to see if he's going to come back. I'm always worried about that. I've seen him have a rotation. Smoke him right there. Yeah, because when I see a rotation like that, and he just shot at me from this doorway, if I was him, I would go back to the room and, you know, look through the rotational hole that they just made. So, glad I did. And, hey, got a kill off of it. That's some of my Rainbowsix Siege sense right there. Stepped into a ghoul. I was trying to shoot the cap can. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. I was trying to shoot the cap can because I thought my friend didn't see it. But, hey, still won the round, though. And if you guys could recommend some operators, unfortunately, I did lose my account. So, like, I'm all the way back down to, like, level 5 or 6. So, basically, all the information I had is now gone when I was trying to transfer over to PC. So, I already hit up Ubisoft Connect about that. So, hopefully they can resolve that. But, you know, if they can't, it's okay. For the most part, we got most of the ops we need. And if anything, I would need to get probably like maybe like 4 to 6 operators, if anything. So it's not too bad. I'm not missing too many. But yeah, we're going to be going into the next round. Vigil, I used to use a lot though. From when I used to play, I used to love using him, you know, because he could stay invisible from the drones, of course. So definitely love using him. So far, we're going to be 5-0. Ping's really good too, so that's really good.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they did this with quick play though. They made quick play where like they have everything reinforced for the most part. I don't know why they made that change, because that's gonna kind of have bad habits. Like when these players do go to ranked, like what's gonna happen is they're just not going to have the habits of reinforcing the hatches above and doing things like that. So, you know, I'm still getting used to the newer maps, because last time I was here, they didn't have these remade maps like that. I've been like years off. So they remade pretty much most of the maps I'm used to playing on. So it's like they're kind of like new maps in certain ways. It just depends. Certain things about the maps are a little bit different. But it's not too bad. It's not like a fresh map, so I should be able to adjust to the smaller changes relatively quickly. Man, but it's fun being back though. But for the most part, I'm going to shadow roam. I'm going to be very, very closely objective, because for the most part, when I was playing my few games, I was giving these people a lot of respect, because I would hang up either a floor above or floor below, like objective, because a lot of players will do that. Like a lot of people like that go buck, you know, ram, they'll go above to make vert. And for the most part, the games I was playing, a lot of people weren't even doing that. So like they would just rush objective pretty much. But yeah, I'm pinging that window. We get 1 kill right there. Get a 2nd kill right there. Definitely don't do that. Like if your teammate gets smoked out like that, definitely try to pick a different angle to engage from. or even a different level. Maybe come down a floor or two below, because that's the top floor. So maybe try coming through the basement or just something different. Yeah, we potato right here. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even see him at first. And kind of scared me, I ain't gonna lie. But for the most part, aim's been really good. And I'm messing around with a few sensitivities. So, you know, I think this one's gonna be really good for me. I have a 40 vertical and I think a 90 horizontal. Feels really good to me right now. I can make really good adjustments, but, you know, still getting used to the game. I'm having a lot of fun on it though. Eventually get into ranked at some point in time. But yeah, we go Legion. Legion was one of my favorites as well. You know, the goo mines. He has a really great gun. I think he's like a 2 armor, so yeah, he eats some shots. And I was never like a full roamer for the most part, not really. But for the most part, I was shadow roam. Like I would like roam very close to the objective at popular spots that attackers would love to come through. For example, sometimes people like to come through the doorway to my left right here. They'll come through there to try to get into, you know, where the blue tarps are at and, you know, work their way down. Yeah, I think there used to be a door there too, but now it's not. It's just a window. Yeah, that room's different too, so you definitely never played the remake. I heard him come in the window and yo, this is how I can tell it's a free game, because like bro was like not even like looking. He was looking outside somehow. We get that nice and easy kill right there. This is gonna be so fun though. You know, eventually hit up ranked, eventually stream it later. When I get a capture card that could support 120 FPS, it's definitely gonna be fun. For the most part, I'm just trying to have fun with the game. I'm not really trying to dove into competitive play just yet. You know, I'm just getting back into it. I'm so much I need to learn, you know, because not only we're in SiegeX, where a decent amount of things have changed, but the meta shifted, top operators has shifted, nerfs, you know, buffs. You know, I've missed all those balancing updates. I haven't really been keeping in touch with any of that, so gotta find some YouTubers that will pretty much update me on all of this. You know, so I gotta do some more research, and yeah, hopefully, and in some time we can start going to ranked and start doing that. But like I said, my friends that I play with as of now are, you know, they didn't really exceed copper to silver yet, so I'm gonna have to like train them and practice with them and teach them the game as I go. Because even though I'm just coming back, there's still a whole bunch of stuff I could teach them. A lot of it is very small things, you know, like positioning yourself in certain ways. And sometimes even the simple things, like if it's like a 3v1, you know, don't run out the objective and try to get that kill. Hold tight angles at like different positions. Like you see how Jaden's holding the angle on the stairs. I got an angle there, because I'm pretty sure I heard him, which I did right there. Smoke him right there. And I'm just checking here just in case somebody's silent walking, trying to flank. We got the goo mines there too. For the most part, I didn't hear anybody over there, so I'm just going by the callouts. Because me and my friend Jaden are still alive. We're the only ones alive. So here I was telling him, I said, let's relax. You know, we don't even know if he has the bomb yet, so let's not run at him, because the bomb might be somewhere far. So at some point, he's probably going to start trying to ping where he's at. And we got 2 different positions on him. You know, Jaden's over there having a different line of sight, and I'm in the room with the blue tarps. So, you know, like if we swing at the same time, there's no way he's going to get both of us. So as long as we take it slow, I'm just pretty much waiting to hear him plant. We hear him planting, and smoked him out right there, and we win the match. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in, and it's definitely fun to be back, returning to SiegeX. It's been fun. So more Siege content is definitely gonna be on the way, probably with, you know, my friends' audio and us having fun. So stay tuned for that.